Hey guys, welcome to another episode in the deep playthrough of Mankind Divided. In the previous episode we completed like that Neon Knights side mission, dismantling some kind of an underground drug laboratory for the drug Neon that actually kills all augmented peoples. And then we were continuing, or my plan was to continue with the murder mystery. There's some kind of a killer near. A body was found near Adam's apartment, and we got some clues, and we have to follow up on that. But before that, I wanted to travel to another part of town where I think that Neon side mission actually started. And there's also this guy over there, and he sells pocket secretaries with points of interest, and we already previously got everything that he carried or that he sold. But I read in between episodes that we are now the second time in Prague. The game starts in Prague, then you go to Column City, and then you return to Prague. But apparently the first time around he was also the first visit in Prague when the game starts. He's also available, and I didn't knew that I could interact with him for points of interest. So I just want to make sure. I find it weird that the points of interest that he would sell in the first part that takes place in Prague would be forgone, just disappear as soon as you leave Prague and you return. That you only get like the new points of interest linked to that second Prague visit. I can't understand why it's not like, instead of 2 at the start and 2 when you return to Prague, pocket secretaries, why isn't it, if you didn't get the first 2, why isn't it like 4 pocket secretaries, so including the ones of the first that you didn't pick up, in the current second visit to Prague, so to say. So I'm just gonna double check whether he has any more of those pocket secretaries, because otherwise those pocket secretaries, they do give like these points of interest, and that gives like a little context for like to explore something, an apartment or whatever. And without them, of course, I can just randomly start exploring apartments, but it's much nicer if you have like that that start point with the pocket secretary. Like for instance here, another faceless message from Cassatel, the information seller. Hopefully I'm not wasting my time. There is a cup up to something mysterious in Prague. Now then you already have like a whole start of the story, so to say, instead of just randomly going into an apartment which apparently is from a cup, but you don't know what it's all about. So I want to double check that. I don't think he will carry any more, so I think it just, I just missed out on those first couple of pocket secretaries, which is quite a bit annoying, especially if I want to go through it thoroughly and really want to pick up everything there is. Then it's quite annoying if you have like a very obscure source of pocket secretaries and also a very limited time to get them. Only that first part in Prague. The guy was like hidden like in a far away courtyard somewhere, so really annoying. The other thing why I want to go there in that courtyard is I also read there is apparently, and while I did go through it quite thoroughly, apparently there is also a breakable wall that I overlooked, which may also contain a pocket secretary. So before continuing, sorry for the long rant. It's quite hard to explain what I'm actually mean, but hopefully it makes a little bit sense. But yeah, so let's first quickly check that out, and then afterwards we continue with that murder mystery.
I think my teeth are falling out.
We need to go over there to the bank, and then I think it's on the other side of the square. I forgot to mention, previous episodes, the game also crashed in the loading screen when I was in the metro towards this station where we just were. So that's a bit annoying. It was not like I'm not sure, but my controller starts vibrating again. It's quite annoying. Now, was it here? Okay, for sure. No, it was not here. Ah, god damn it.
Hey you, with the sunglasses. Come
yes,
here.
Here's that guy. This is the guy that sells stuff.
I'm finished for the day. You've taken everything.
Yeah, bummer.
If you're not shopping, you don't need to stick around.
I'm watching you, friend. No funny.
Alright, apparently that breakable wall, that was actually where back where we actually need to continue with the murder mystery around the corner. I mix it up. But anyways, the game crashed in the end of the previous episode. It was this time not graphical glitch or some driver freezing. I think it really was the game itself.
Sir?
Alright, I will be reading up in between episodes on why I cannot get those pocket secretaries. Quite annoying. From that guy. Instead of like, you have 2 times as mentioned in Prague. First time you can, I think, get 2 or 3 pocket secretaries, and the second time you can get 2 pocket secretaries. Why, if you missed them during your first visit, why isn't it the case that during your second visit you have 2 plus 2 pocket secretaries to buy? Why would the first ones, just disappear? It's just stupid. Let's see the breakable wall.
I have a permit. It's not like they do not.
I think I know where it is. I'm not 100% sure. I think it will be the courtyard over here. No. This is also not it. God damn it. Where the hell is that courtyard? Is it somewhere over here? Maybe it's over here. Yes, here it is.
You have the information you'll need to take down my husband's operation.
Right, yes, that was where the... This was for that neon drug laboratory side mission. She sold some information. I'm now thinking, where the hell did it start, that mission? I'm not even sure anymore. Anyways, breakable wall. Supposed to be... Yes, I totally overlooked it. Here it is. This is how easy it is to overlook stuff in this game. And a pocket secretary. Right, Czarnobog, another Neon victim, Andreas Jenny Duck. The chemists were right, Neon is fatal to anyone who has neuropozyne in their system. Witness Exhibit A. Do whatever you have to get this body out of sight, bury it, burn it, stuff it in a wall. I don't care, just get rid of it. And keep this information to yourself. We want Neon to have a good reputation with the kids. Neon is color, Neon is hope. Potentially fatal is not the best selling point. Czarnobog. Right. A body. Nothing in it. Alright, it is just again a reminder of the fact that if you really want to get everything in this game, you have to be super thorough. Alright, let's move Carol. And start the murder mystery. Wait, it was...
Please, I'm so tired.
I wonder if anybody else also sells pocket secretaries. Anywho, here's the body.
Happening to
We
me.
already in the I think previous episode or 2 episodes ago, or 3, a couple of episodes ago, we already explored the crime scene and we got some clues. A murdered woman lies in the street. A potential witness, Daria, is worried she saw something she wasn't supposed to. The victim was augmented, and Daria says that's enough to keep the police around her here from investigating any further. Travel to Daphne's. Johnny Goon was married to the victim, Angela Goon. Montag's superiors have already made up their mind that Johnny is responsible. I need to talk to him and decide for myself. Montag says Johnny lives in an apartment a couple of blocks from here. Alright, let's check it out. That's over here. And where are we now? Yeah, we are in another area, so we have to get to... I'm not sure which metro station this is. But we have to get to the Liebuse apartments. So let's do that.
Hello.
Now that drone, when I run beneath it, it actually made noise. Other drones earlier in the game, they were totally silent. It was
Talk, laddie, like I am not a citizen
a
here.
little bit unimmersive. If you see like flying objects which are 100% silent. Alright, we're going to Daphne's Putnikova Pilgrim Station. No. Why is that one also highlighted?
Like I am not a citizen here.
That one we want. Alright, please don't crash. Here we are. Alright, some stuff fell from the ceiling or something over here. I think that's like a billboard that came down. Alright, and I think it was straight to the left.
You can't dispute taste.
Yes, Liebuschi. Liebus. Alright, Johnny Gunn or something his name was. Alright, 85. Just looking at the glass reflections. Alright, there we go. Hey, there's something here. Oh no. Looks like a breakable wall, but it's not. Johnny Gunn is over here. There he is.
Where are you going?
They want to feel safe again, and the Human Restoration Act...
Hello, Johnny.
Well, there you have it, folks.
I think I already checked out this apartment earlier, yes. When we were with the
Thank you, Dr. Christensen.
that drug side mission earlier. There was like this cover cleaning company that actually was the drug distributor, which was right over there. I think I then also quickly checked out
And now for a close look at
this apartment.
headlines around the world.
But let's talk to him.
Here are our top stories.
Did you bring anything to drink? You bust into a man's home, you should at least bring a drink.
True.
Are you Johnny Gunn?
That's right. What do you want?
Have you heard about your wife?
Which one?
Excuse me?
I've been married a bunch of times. Which wife are we talking about?
Condole. Yeah, let's start off nice.
Angela's dead. Sorry to be the one to tell you. They found her body in an alley.
Yeah, well, you're not the one to tell me so. I appreciate your way of trying to break it to me, though. Do you know if she died quick or not?
No, I don't.
I hope so. Angie didn't deserve to suffer.
So you did know already?
Your detective friend called, told me to sit tight and wait for you, so here I am, sitting tight, being cooperative.
Alright. I found your notebook. You've been writing about Angie. Some of your descriptions resemble what happened to her. Did I find a notebook? Don't even know. Is that a bell tower patch on your jacket? Where were you tonight? Yeah, maybe I found his notebook when I was in his apartment. I did remember finding some kind of a pocket secretary or something with a very vague poem in it. Or an e-book it was. Anyways, let's start with an alibi.
Where were you tonight?
I was out killing Angie, doing whatever it is they did to her. That's what you think, isn't it?
I'm not accusing you of anything, I just want to know what happened. What I think doesn't matter. What matters are your answers. Make them clear and honest, otherwise you make things miserable for yourself. I think you're a legitimate suspect. Unless you cooperate and offer some good answers, I think a jury may see it that way too.
I'm not accusing you of anything. I just want to know what happened.
Why? If anyone should want to track down the person who killed her, it should be me. But I choose not to. Case closed.
You don't care if her killer is caught or not?
No, I don't. I don't get off on vengeance. I say, let the bastard stir in his own damn guilt. Men who kill, I think they do it to get attention. They want to be caught. They want society to spank them just like their daddies did. Now, the real punishment for something like this is living with what you done.
That's not how it works.
Why not?
For one, finding this killer will ensure they can't do it again. 2, society has a right to protect itself. And 3, where were you tonight?
In my apartment. Alone. No one but the cockroaches can confirm or deny shit. Convenient, right?
Right. Poem.
Found your notebook, Johnny. You've been writing about Angie. Some of your descriptions resemble what happened to her.
You gonna arrest me for writing shitty poems? They're supposed to help me reconnect emotionally to things.
There's a lot of violence in the writing. You describe things that aren't that far off from what actually happened.
Breaking a line and breaking a neck aren't the same thing, are they now? But you start pretending that they are, and you're no better than that lazy asshole detective. They don't like who I used to be, so they want to do whatever they can to put me away. That's all this is.
Is that a bell tower patch on your jacket?
Yeah, so?
Let's just say I'm familiar with bell tower.
What does that mean? Familiar how?
I've gone up against them before, I've seen a lot of them die. I'm familiar with their retirement plan. Looks like they're treating you real well, Johnny. It doesn't mean anything, it's just that I dealt with the company a while back, that's all.
It doesn't mean anything. It's just that I dealt with the company a while back, that's all.
Really? You know, you look familiar. We didn't work together, did we? Did you know Girardelli? Or maybe Powell?
No, I doubt I knew them personally.
That's too bad. We were all in New South Wales together. I thought maybe you... Never mind. And they're all doing fine now. Relatively.
Australia. You were there during the Civil War?
That's right. And that was only the beginning. Not my first choice, believe me, but, Bell Tower wasn't all that big on choice. Send you where they want, make you do what they want, replace parts of you whenever and however they want.
I didn't choose to be augmented either. Not when it first happened.
Apparently we're supposed to be grateful. Alloy's so much better than skin, right? At least, that's how they sold it to me.
For some things it is. Not for everything.
I can walk through fire, but sand won't stick between my toes. I can shove a knife through my hand, but I can't trust what I feel. Even my dreams are made of alloy.
Both of your hands are made of alloy?
Fingers are for human beings, Mr. Gunn. What you have is so much greater.
And then they told me what they wanted me to do, and what would happen to me if I didn't. Well, let me tell you something. That's not me anymore. Hasn't been for a very long time.
They found a partial print on Angela's neck. Belongs to whoever strangled her.
My hands were designed to kill in wars no one's ever heard of. I couldn't leave a trace on someone's skin, even if I wanted to.
They did it so you could kill better.
So I'd never get caught. Ironic, right? Being a good killer is probably what saves me here. Or, you still think I killed Angela?
I'm sorry for that, what Biltar did to you. You may not have left a mark on Angela's neck, but that doesn't mean I think you're innocent. I didn't come here to arrest or absolve you, only to ask questions.
I'm sorry for what Bell Tower did to you.
Don't be. They gave me tools they wanted me to have. That it was in their interest for me to have. But the decision to use them, that was all me. Now, if you don't mind, I'd very much like to be left alone.
Alright, optional, find compelling evidence, travel to Perkaska, talk to Johnny Gunn.
Deadly infectious diseases are at the center of some disturbing
Find
health
compelling
issues.
evidence. We already did that one.
Significant of them, in terms of human cases.
I'd rather not rely on Montag's gut feeling to put a man away. I should try to find something convincing that links Johnny to the murder or establishes his innocence. Right, I think I found something earlier. This was everything from the crime scene. Marks, needle in their shoulder, bruises, an EMP fragment, her ID cards, her ointments that were forcibly removed, and broken glasses. But where did I find that poem? Was this again? Dobromila scribbled the location of her husband's smuggling operation onto the back of an old receipt. Looks like it's not far from Palisade Bank and the code to get in is 2565. Okay. So the lady that we briefly talked to when I was looking for that breakable wall, I don't think she was related to the Neon side mission. I think that was Dobromilla. See, that was actually a little side objective before, 1 or 2 episodes before the drug laboratory, the Neon drug laboratory side mission, where we also had to hit some kind of a smuggling operation or something near the Palisade Bank in a garage or behind the garage. Anyways, I don't see anything resembling a poem. But maybe it was one of the e-books. Yes, this one. Ah, this is indeed by Johnny Gunn, so I already found it. For NG. NG, I took pleasure in screwing you over. So much senseless time. I took pleasure. Killing in the quiet was kindness of a kind. My hands are Sunday's best. My brave new feet, I only mind. Alright.
99 bottles of beer on the wall, 99 bottles of beer.
So I'm pretty sure I already checked out this apartment, but what is this? Medical referral form. Dear Mr. Gunn, your question can augmented hands itch. The sensations you're describing are not possible. 2024 was a good year for hands. It's no more possible for your knuckles to itch than for your palms to sweat or your fingers to leave prints. Biomechanically speaking, these things cannot happen, given the model you have installed. It strikes me that you continue avoiding the greater problem, i.e. that bell tower had you augmented against your will. I'm afraid there's no cream I can prescribe for that. Ideally, I would refer you to my colleague Dr. Halep. If you're interested in speaking to her, let me know. Just keep in mind that your insurance has expired. Dr. Heinrich Rosen. Right. Date of birth 94. Ah, he's pretty young. This takes place in 29. Gender male. Jonathan Gunn. Insurance number not applicable. Permit validation number. Expatria Clinic. Confidential and completed. Page 1 of 1. Alright. So we have a little bit more evidence.
Tomorrow.
If there is it.
98 bottles of beer on the wall.
I don't think that was here before. Poor guy, by the way, drinking his sorrows away. I'm not gonna steal from this guy. That would be rough. Ah, this is I think that poem that I already read.
Something, something, beer on the wall, something, something.
Alright, let's get some.
Something beer.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything more here, so let's see what we need to do. Talk to Montag. Travel to Perkaska. I think I may have found enough to shed some light on Angela's goon's murder, at least enough to let Montag know what fits and what doesn't. Alright, let's get back. By the way, can we talk further with him?
You got me mixed up with someone else. Happens all the time. Take one down, pass it around. Why don't they deliver? Something, something.
Anything under here? Alright, see you later, alligator. Man, it looks so nice, this game. Here we go. thought there was something over here, but that's like the it's clipping a bit.
Oh, hello. City run by criminals and scum.
Right, let's get back to Perkuska. Please don't crash. Right, here we go. No more kidding around. Orientakni plan Prakna. Praha. Orientation plan, so that's probably a map of the city or something.
I see what. So you.
Right, is that dude still here? Yes, he is.
By the way, I told Daria to go home. I really don't think she saw anything.
I think I'm finally ready to shed some light on Angela Goon's murder. Let's talk about the case.
Let's talk about the case.
All right, so talk.
We already did this, right?
Any new information on who the killer is?
No, nothing more than what you've told me.
No, we already went there.
I think I might have something on the killer's MO.
Is it going to help me link this thing to Johnny?
I found a broken needle stuck in the victim's shoulder. The killer might have drugged Angela before killing her. Fingerprints. I found a print on Angela's neck next to the concussion marks. It's a partial, so I don't think we can match it to anything, but at least we know the killer left something, and that she was strangled. I'm assuming you know her augments were harvested. The marks on her body make it seem like the killer knew exactly what he was doing, knew exactly what he wanted. Right, I probably could have done this these dialogue options already after I examined the crime scene over here. But yeah, then I actually went and finished first. I finished that neon drug side mission in the previous episodes. But yeah, we can now do it as well.
I found a broken needle stuck in the victim's shoulder. The killer might have drugged Angela before killing her.
Maybe, but keep in mind she was an AUG. Don't you all have to shoot up that new pulse shit? Let's go for the obvious before jumping to any wild conclusions.
I found a print on Angela's neck, next to the contusion marks. It's a partial, so I don't think we can match it to anything. But at least we know the killer left something, and that she was strangled.
Huh, a fingerprint. I must have missed that one. This is exactly the kind of evidence I'm talking about. No way Johnny could squirm his way out of something like that. If only we could link it to him.
I'm assuming you know her augments were harvested. The marks on her body make it seem like the killer knew exactly what he was doing, knew exactly what he wanted.
Huh. The way you said that just now.
What about it?
The way you described the AUG removal. And before, you mentioned a broken needle in the right shoulder?
That's right.
It reminds me, you know. There was this cop, Smolinski. He used to work in this neighborhood. He had this theory about a copycat. Someone acting just like a dead killer named, Svobotka.
You think there's a connection to another case?
I don't know yet. But I remember him mentioning something about needles and AUG removal. Smolinski died in the police station bombing, Whatever files he had would have been moved into temp storage across the street from the bombed-out station. Who knows? Maybe it's nothing.
Alright, we have a new clue.
Something about the crime scene doesn't sit right.
Okay, what about it?
I found what looks like a grenade fragment. EMP by the looks of it. Killer might have used this to incapacitate her.
Interesting. Johnny wouldn't need an EMP to take down his wife. Riot police use EMPs to re-establish public order around here. With all the AUG riots, anti-AUG riots, it wouldn't surprise me if that's all it was. Still, interesting.
I found this press ID on the victim.
Okay, enlighten me. We care about this... why?
Angela Gunn was a journalist. Maybe this is work-related. Maybe she uncovered something she wasn't supposed to.
Maybe. I don't know.
I found this piece of glass near the body. A pair of broken glasses, maybe?
I don't know what to tell you. We're in the back alley of a major city. There's bound to be broken glass.
I think I'm finally ready to shed some light on Angela Gunn's murder.
That's good news. My bosses are eager to know why I haven't arrested Johnny yet.
Yeah, we can exonerate Johnny, but first let's get to that storage locker.
Actually, there's something I need to check first. I don't want to accuse the wrong man.
Don't overthink it.
Right, travel to Cisa.
Inter. Who do they think they are?
I think we need to... Here, this one. The evidence I found at the crime scene reminds Montag of another murder, some old case that had belonged to a dead cop named Smolinski. Montag told me to look for Smolinski's files over in police storage. Alright, we have to get to Sista.
You want me to keep giving you updates every few minutes? I thought it was around here somewhere.
Hey, that might need it.
Need to get to that bombed out police station. Before the train station bombing, that's in the start of this game, apparently there was also a... Alright, it says travel to Sista Street. But there are two stations over here. Alright, whatever. I will... Rutsika station. Go there. There was also a police station bombing a couple of, yeah, earlier in the year or something. There were like 2 or 3 terror attacks in Prague. Not long before the train station attack at the start of this game. Hey, did we already read this one? The social monitor, the shame of all ghettos. By virtue of social and legal pressures, many large cities, especially in the Western world, have undergone a transformation in the last 2 years. Willingly or not, the augmented population in each of these cities has been corralled into specific neighborhoods, restricted and segregated. Originally marketed as specialized living for the enhanced, these districts quickly became something else. Underserviced, inadequate housing only meant to keep conflicts and competition between the augmented, only meant to keep conflict and competition between the augmented with the normal population. It didn't take long for these communities to earn less than flattering names from the surrounding communities. Tin Town, Gollum City, the Rust Belt. It took even less time for these areas to become enclaves, often armed that even local law enforcement avoided, at least without sufficient backup. Yeah, we already read that one. I'm hitting the 40-minute marker, guys. I will be continuing in the next episodes. Hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you there. For the meantime, do not forget, always do keep on gaming. See you later.